to Eric.
Nobody else wanted to roll.
No one else wanted to roll. It's all yours.
Oh boy, last we left off on Raiders of the Serpent Sea, the party was fighting Wickermen's, right? That's, not
That's
Wickermen's,
correct.
oh, that's correct. All right.
Hmm.
And we narrowly avoided dying to them as they hit very hard and a lot actually. After the fight, Horolf, as we found out, was mortally wounded, although I think we figured that out the session beforehand. So he wasn't much help in terms of combat. We were assailant by a group of clan members from a different tribe we weren't very much aware of, wearing a wolf on their shield. A white wolf, right?
That's correct.
I believe the clan name started with a W. I want to say it was like war. I was gonna say
Ah,
I thought it was
yes.
like whale, but I'm like that's not right. But yeah, war.
We found out that the clan that attacked our ships, killed our crew members, was from the War clan, and we didn't find out much about that clan in particular, correct?
Yeah, they still seem to be a mystery. The only thing you guys did find out is that they have an incredibly handsome and charismatic, ship captain that was leading their boat.
Ah, yes, Jason Momoa.
He's definitely a lost one, you know.
Yep, definitely. Wink. Anyway, we fought them. We killed some of their men and their wolves that they seem to have domesticated and tamed. Surprisingly enough, uh, Eric threw a fit, was threatening to throw their corpses into the sea to become snakes, and as always, Asaroth convinced him otherwise. As we was piling the bodies on the ships to burn and send them off to Valhalla, we all saw a Valkyrie. Oh, only one of us saw them, right?
It was actually only one person missed it.
Yeah,
Oh,
everyone
And the only
saw it
person to
except
miss
for
it.
John.
oh, buddy.
It's okay. Elsine's a pretty lady.
Well, you know what? John's from a different world. He probably saw plenty of Valkyries, right?
Yeah. Plenty.
Oh. But yeah, with no ships to make it back, we turn our sights to nowhere. And by nowhere, I mean we have to cross a dozen miles to get there. An 8-day travel. Or was it 12 days travel?
It's 12 days travel, and it's roughly about 20 miles of traveling a day. So you're looking at 120 miles of traveling.
Hmm. Good news is we can craft a sled. Bad news is someone will have to pull that sled, and it won't be me. And that's where we left off.
I think it's probably gonna be you.
And you can
Maybe.
take an extra hero point. And, luckily enough, you guys all have an abundance of wolf meat to eat.
Delicious. I think we spent some
Delicious.
time salting it and everything.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Thanks, Asaroke. Hell yeah.
Hell yes, indeed. Before we begin, everyone can also take a hero point. So Eric is going to start with 2. Everyone is going to start with 1 hero point as we begin the session, leaving this misplaced tower and leaving into the Fanged Sands toward nowhere. So you all are stranded without a longship, and you have, 2 choices. Number 1, just start swimming, which would probably be a bad idea, or traverse the desert, traverse the lava sands, and face the volcanic creatures, the giant beasts, and the marauding bands of, evil humanoids that parade through, the Fanged Sands. So you all can see that Hrolf is extremely burdened by this. He is not happy-go-lucky. He is not the same man that has begun this journey. Whereas before, he always had a rugged smile aboard his face, even though he was missing one of his eyes. It has been traded for a heavily furrowed brow and a frown. Also joining you, of course, is the misplaced child, Sid, who seems to have a wisdom and an intelligence about her beyond her years. She also really seems to like something called the Wizard of Oz, whatever that is.
So,
We have received a long rest, correct?
You have received a long rest. You guys can regain your abilities, and then you can head off into the desert. Now, Hrolf seems to have information that if you wish to talk to him about it, he would share it. However, he is the type that won't just start speaking willy-nilly, because he respects you all, and he doesn't want to be that type of guy. Now, as we are beginning this adventure, because this is a long-form exploration, you can set, and I think I can actually make this much easier as I grab you all. Beep. And I hit that macro to where you guys can set your exploration activity for the journey.
Alrighty. I'm gonna.
Wait, Eric is gonna learn a spell?
Oh, sorry.
No.
For some reason, I have control over Eric's token, so I get all of the things he gets. So I'm Eric sometimes. I don't know why.
I'll get you.
I don't know why, Eric. I can like open your character sheet and see everything. I
Could
don't
that
know.
be John?
I mean, go for it. Here you go. I'm gonna take it.
Here, let's make you a default instead of an owner.
Yeah, there you go. I don't know why I owned him.
You also owned Esserok.
Yes,
So let's just
yeah.
make you.
I know.
Well, you are the raid leader, so that makes sense that you actually own all of these men.
Thorfinn can be the raid leader, not me.
I've known many cats in my life, and that seems accurate. So, as you begin your travel away from the tower, you all have enough water from the tower itself. There was a fresh running stream within it. You have enough meat, you believe, to keep yourself full, having to use the whole carcass of the wolf, not just the lean meats of its muscles, but its offal as well, to keep yourselves fed. Sid would ask you all, I have only just come to know you all, and really this world. She looks to everyone. Something we do at school back home is something called an icebreaker, so we could just learn it more about one another. Should we do some icebreakers as we're beginning this long, treacherous walk through the desert?
Sure. I know. I think I probably know some icebreakers. We used to do the same thing at where I used to teach. Let's see. I'm pulling up a bunch of questions right now, but they're all not great.
As Eric is pulling the sled with everybody on it, I'm assuming so. Who knows?
Yeah. Thank you, Eric. I mean, we're probably
He's just gonna say, "Oi, tell me a joke, something, anything. I'm too bored."
a joke. I feel like you're putting us on the spot by like a lot.
That's the idea.
Okay. Well, do you like rainbows?
I mean, yeah,
Okay.
they're pretty.
They are very pretty. Where do rainbows go when they're bad?
way they can be bad.
Well, this is the joke. This is the joke. Oh, so where do rainbows go when they're bad?
I don't know. Where do they go?
To Prism.
Oh. Sid would laugh heartily at that.
He'll whisper
She has
to
a
Es-
slow laugh.
He'll whisper to Esseril, "What the fuck's the prism?"
John, what's a prism?
It's like a triangle of light that reflects rainbows. I mean, there's a lot of my humor actually won't come off super well here.
Triangle that reflects rainbows.
It's a prism of light kind of deal. It just reflects a rainbow.
I'm sorry, your joke has gone over my head. And Eric's as well.
Okay.
It is okay. Thank you for trying.
All right. How about this is a Viking one. I used to tell this all the time. How do Vikings send secret messages?
We whisper them.
Norse code. Yes, that would
Everyone.
I'm sure makes sense here in this world.
Okay, so Eric is scouting. Karand is avoiding notice.
I'm going to learn a spell, so I'm going to make a Arcana check over an hour.
Absolutely. Okay, and I need to... Some of these I need to make secret checks for.
And I'm keeping us from getting lost.
Oh, shit.
Oh my gosh. Oops, I rolled a bunch of checks for everybody. We don't need that many checks, y'all. Okay. Well, I am ready to receive your checks for your exploration activities, if your exploration activity needs a check.
Alrighty. Hooray! I do it.
You do it. There we
do
go.
it.
So which spell did you decide to learn first?
Well, I'm learning, first I did Fear.
Mm.
Because, I can't cast second level spells technically. So I'm not necessarily bothering with spell magic right now. So they will stay as a scroll. But yeah, I then after the hour passes, I make the scroll. I pull out Thorfinn and I feed it to him.
Nice. Well, that's cool that you can feed Thorfinn the things, and then he learns them. That reminds me of like the anime Zatch Bell for some reason.
My cat ate my homework.
Does he eat it all at once, or is it like little bits at a time, like a cat does?
I think he kind of like, it's like a paper shredder is how I imagined it. Like he just kind of like file it in. It takes an hour for him to eat, so like he doesn't like just gobble this thing. He takes his sweet time with this.
He puts a little salt, pepper on it.
Yeah, he really.
Butter it.
Yeah, he's so picky.
I've known a lot of cats like that. Picky cats. Okay. Well, it looks like we've got everybody's thing here, so I will keep that in mind. During the travel, Peralf brings up, we need to make sure we stick to the Fanged Sands and do not go further south. I believe that the lands have become filled with lava, and we will burn to death if we go any further south.
Lava. Good. Alright. That sounds good to me. We'll just follow your lead since you are the raid leader and know what you're doing.
That is incorrect. You have been nominated as the raid leader.
No.
Do you think we would forget? He says, "You know, I've been thinking as we've been traveling, how ironic it is that many of us in the culture pluck out our own eyes at the well of wisdom to gain the ability to see into the future or to become clairvoyant. But here I am, unable to see what happened to us at the tower.
I have to
Is
ask.
it a...
Is that like real? Like, do you really like see the future when you carve out your eye, or is that just something? Is it like a saying, or is it like actually you see visions of the future?
He looks to you and kind of laughs and says, "I guess you'll have to find out for yourself. Watch out for that rock, by the way."
I trip over a rock.
Sorry.
Rolf, do you regret doing what you did?
He says, "Almost every day, I question my decision to carve out my eye. Maybe I would have been able to see the wound coming had I had both my eyes."
Honestly, your depth perception probably suffered the most out of that, especially as a fighter, or in someone
looks to
in
you-
melee.
My what?
It's your depth perception. It's why you have two eyes. So you can tell how far the sword is away that's coming to get you.
I thought you said death perception, and I thought that it was a new ability that you have gained
Oh.
that I do not have.
No. Well, I mean, in some ways it can be, I suppose.
Is
No,
that
you're
a
allowed to have that ability.
is that a skill taught by Lady Hell? Death perception.
No, it's just a. You know what, Ralph? Never mind. You know what? Maybe Sid is right. Maybe we should try some icebreaker questions. You know, I think she was on the right track. Okay, this is on topic. Would you rather lose your sight or your memories?
Maybe memories. There are some things I'd rather forget.
But what if you don't get to choose and you forget who your wife is?
Take both my eyes.
Just curious.
And then never be able to get to see her again.
You know what? Just take my hands then. Wait, no, won't be able to feel her. Take my hair. I'll be bald. I can live with being bald, right?
I
Then
don't.
she leaves you.
Why would she leave me for being bald?
Because you're bald. Your hair is your best feature, Eric.
It's
Wait.
where all your strength comes from.
You're joking, right?
Does Esrock look like he's joking?
Oh no, he always has that face.
I know, yeah, he does. It's really hard to tell sometimes.
I would lose my eyes. Oh, things that define me. My memories. If I lost them, I wouldn't be who I am. I can always learn to fight without eyes.
I agree. Current, what about you, my friend?
I definitely agree. Losing eyes is far preferable to losing memories. Memories is what keeps me alive most of these days. I know what to expect, what to avoid.
Yes, especially if you can't choose the memories. You can always forget which way the lava is and accidentally walk into it, you know, and burn to death.
Yeah, exactly. Although, hopefully, if you have your eyes, you'll see the lava coming before you walk into it.
Oh, I mean, maybe. And what about you, Vestar?
Vester looks at John very stoically, and you know in your heart that you've touched a nerve. I've lost my memories.
Oh. How?
I don't know. That's all he really says.
So I'll assume you would say eyes, then. Man, this got really awkward really quickly. Does anyone have any
lose my
fun travel
memories.
games? Oh, thank you, Sid. Yes, wonderful. Good. Yes.
I don't want to remember just, hacking up chickens and shucking corn all my life. I wish I had something else in my brain.
And what about you, Harolf?
He says, I'd rather lose my other eye than lose my memories. I've met many a fighter who can fight blind, almost as well as those who can still see.
Good. That was a wonderful icebreaker. I'm so proud of us. We're growing as a team. All of us.
Some hours pass as this question kind of lingers in the hot, arid air of the Fanged Sands. It is a weird location to be in because, unfortunately, it is hot, but it is always snowing. Somehow the snow does not melt, it collects on the ground itself. It is a strange phenomenon. You are able to make camp into your journey. The ground has collected snow quite quickly, and you find a thick area of barren trees to rest in.
Is it snowy like it is on the like on the picture?
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah. Oh boy.
but somehow the weather feels fine, despite its, strangeness here, where it's hot but covered in snow.
I'm gonna lean over to Sid, and I'm gonna tell her. So in Kansas, do you play with like snowballs? Have you ever had a snowball fight?
Oh yeah, I've had a snowball fight. We also have mud ball fights during the summer.
Those are dangerous because those can have rocks in them. So try to avoid that. But and he points to Karand and he goes, I think he'd be a good target for a snowball.
She's like, you think?
Yeah.
Well, I could always load up with my snowball special and see if I can't nail him when he's not looking.
Yeah, definitely do that, yeah.
She runs over and starts making a snowball, and she's gonna throw one at Karand. She hits you with a 23.
Ah. And I imagine he was like hunched over his alchemist lab, like doing something. And as it hits him, he just like swirls around and probably dropping like a flask on the snow in the process, and like in a defensive pose, like waiting for where that came from. Oh.
You hear a mocking laughter coming from the child.
Oh. Damn, Sid, you gotta be careful throwing things at people.
It was John. He told me to do it. He said you were the perfect target, too.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
What makes me the perfect target, I wonder?
I don't know, John. What makes Karand the perfect target?
Maybe it's just kind of fun, I guess. I don't know. We've been traveling for like 2 days. It's just, have some fun. Snowballs. He picks up a snowball and he throws one at Sid.
Give me an attack roll against Sid, please.
I don't think that's gonna happen. I guess I'll make it just an unarmed strike, I suppose.
I mean, you could put some juice into it using your magical energies if you're feeling confident.
No.
A magical snowball.
Oh no. I have to target her. Okay.
If you do a critical, that means there was a rock in the snowball.
Oh boy.
It just goes. It
You
goes
missed.
wide. It just goes wide.
Wow, Mr. John, I don't think you're very good at this.
No, that's why Karand was the better target, because he's much better at this than I am.
Ah, I see. Hold on, let me see one thing. And she goes up to Karand, and Karand, she gives you a snowball. Who do you want to hit?
You know, I'll think about it. And he will kind of place the snowball on the table and turn it around as if pretending to be disinterested. But as it is walking away, he'll sneakily pick up the snowball and throw it at her back.
Absolutely. You can give yourself a +1 circumstance bonus to the snowball attack.
So what is it?
It could be an unarmed strike, or if you want to use a dagger here. But
Okay.
Throw a dagger at the child.
+1 circumstance, sure.
she has her back turned.
Oh boy.
Oh my god, there's a rock
There's a
watching that
rock
one.
in the snowball.
Okay, she gave me the snowball. It's on her.
Jesus Christ. It's a kid, man. A kid.
Sid hits the deck, like, was there a rock in that one?
I don't know, you gave it to me.
That's true.
Don't forget sneak attack.
Actually, I don't think it triggers. She wasn't. Well, she was. No, she wasn't flat footed, was it? Was she?
I don't think so.
It's fine.
She'll say, that was a good one. I think it's time for war. And then she starts just throwing snowballs at literally everyone in camp.
You see Karan pull out a flask with some sort of a silvery liquid and down it, and he starts gathering snowballs as well.
This is perfect way to test your mutagens.
Yeah, and
Against
you
the
can
child.
kind of see that you can kind of see that after downing the potion, his features seem to elongate or thin a little bit, and he starts moving faster.
Oh, look at him go.
Arid will elbow Esserok. Kids, am I right?
Let them have their fun. It's good.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Just, I'm worried. My mind is still fixated on what we saw.
What are you so worried about? Things will come, things will pass. Don't get lost too much in the future. You're not a seer. Just take it one thing at a time. For now, we're making it to nowhere.
Yeah, I know, I just... Something tells me things are gonna be looking... Things will be harsh. That's all.
Remus!
Yes,
Come
we're...
over here.
Sure. John will duck out of the snowball war to go and over to Esserok. What's up? What can I help you with?
John, answer the summons.
Hello. Oh, I'm muted. I'm on Discord. I'm sorry. Yes. I will escape the snowball war and I will head over to Esserok.
I have a question for you.
Oh, I love providing answers.
Do you know good families in nowhere? Somewhere we could drop the kid off. She shouldn't travel with us forever.
Well, I will admit before we left that was one of my major concerns. I mean, it's not like she and I are the only ones from outside here. There's plenty more people like us.
Yeah. So do you know anyone that would be a good home? Parenting on the road would be tough. Always having to keep an eye on her to not have her get killed.
This may
And
be.
her mind might not be built to see such things.
This may be a bit, strange, but I think if given the option, I think she'd rather stay with us.
That's a bad idea. Terrible, actually. We can't have a kid come along with us. Not if we might end up fighting something beyond our capabilities.
Then teach her how to wield a sword. You've said it yourself, she's old enough.
Yes, if we had time.
She's good enough and fun to be around, John, but kid does not see the wider picture of the world. She'd of course say she wants to come with us. She doesn't know exactly what's going to be coming. And Eric brings it up to me about his fear of the harshities to come. I'd like to spare her of that.
I understand that you are worried about her, and I am too. I understand. I just don't think we'd be able to stop her from following us.
It's quite easy, actually. You just tie her up in the house that you're leaving her in.
I know
Or leave
someone.
while she sleeps.
I know someone. I have a friend I've been living with. Their name is Toad. They might be able to either point us in the direction of someone or be willing to look after her himself.
Good enough. Now run back to her. Let her enjoy her happy times.
Yes. She, I will admit maybe my bias is. Never mind. Right, okay.
As
John will-
John turns back,
John will walk away.
Eric will grab a snowball from the ground and chuck it at him.
Give me an attack roll with a +1 circumstance bonus. We'll see if this one also has a rock in it.
Ooh.
I would like to spend a hit. No, I'm not.
Do it! Do it! No fear!
Fine, I will do it. I'll do it. Screw it. I'll do it then.
Yeah, you did the recap. Why not?
Oof, I get beamed in the back of the head.
You feel a snowball with hard, crunchy ice hit you in the back of the head. However, there's no rock.
Jet
you
will
turn it-
stop and you'll turn around.
You'll see Eric just move his eyes towards Esserup as if saying he did it.
I will take my staff and I will cast telekinetic projectile using snow.
Oh shit.
And just pick up a whole bunch of snow and just yeet it at Esserog probably. So it's harmless snow.
You little shit. As he gets covered in a gauze of snow. All right. Fine. And then he's going to try to kick Eric off the log into face first into the snow.
Oi! Wait.
Here you go. Here's my trip attack against you with my terrible athletics. Oh, it's not bad.
Has to be my reflex, right?
Yeah. Your reflex DC.
18.
Oh man, you
Ooh.
barely avoid the trip.
But he will
Catch
pretend to
yourself on
fall
your
over.
hand.
No, he will pretend to fall over. Make it look good.
Quick, Sid. He's been knocked prone. Get him.
You're right. And she pulls out a giant snow block that she's been secretly building. It looks like a block that you might use to crush someone's head after you've knocked them to the ground. And she does a flying frog splash to smash it onto Eric's head. She will roll an attack roll. She will use the sickle, but she's not actually trying to stab you. She misses critically. I know I had Karan targeted, but
Yeah,
roll
it's
a
fun.
1. As she smashes the ground, biting her lip and busting her nose, she's like, "Damn it! I almost tabbed you." She stands up. You see that she's missing one of her teeth, and both nostrils are draining blood quite quickly.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Eric will pull off one of his cloak, wrap it around her, and use the fur towel to rub her face away.
Current will approach her with 2 potions with red liquid,
Mm-hmm.
kind of nod at her and say, "Good game, kiddo," and just give her one of the potions. Or
Aw,
rather,
thanks.
elixirs.
Is
Sorry
this
about that.
is this like some fruit juice?
Yeah, it'll make you feel better
Oh,
after that
okay.
drop. And it's one of these.
Oh, okay.
You're just handing out all your fun little
You
concoctions.
guys are hard. A hero
Yeah.
point and a healing potion on a snowball fight.
I'm gonna lose this at the end of the night anyway, so. And he'll take one himself as well.
I
Oh,
just
cool.
found out I can make tattoos. So I have
Ooh.
this feat from my instinct, I believe. Tattoo artist.
Nice.
Oh, that's so cool. You gain the formulas for 4 common magical tattoos of 7th level or lower.
7?
I don't know any of that. I think I don't know what formulas.
There should be, if you go to
Can
your
I browse
crafting.
them? Is that something I can do?
Yeah, if you go to the crafting button on your character sheet, that I do not currently have. Oh yes, I do. It's right here. Oh, no, I don't, because I don't do crafting. But it's like a little hammer. If you click that, you open inventory browser. It'll load up a big compendium, and I believe that the formulas for the tattoos will have a tattoo tag, and I think maybe you'll be able to just drag those into your sheet. So
When you say that, by the way, Sid has already rolled up her sleeve.
Oh yeah, there's a few. There's not too many, but there's a few.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. So 4 of those, and you can drag those over to your crafting thing.
Okay, okay. Nice.
Frost.
As the snowball fight kind of calms down a little bit, everyone, and you might settle down. I'd like to imagine a scene where everyone is just sitting around the campfire.
Yeah.
When something interesting happens, your campfire crackles and sputters. And then, in a strange event, the fire becomes white. And then, a face forms in the flames. A familiar face. A face that John is currently carrying around in his knapsack. The face appears frustrated, though not angry, as he tries to speak, yet his mouth appears to be shut. The head turns and shakes, then looks back at you, his eyes tracking across the group, settling on Sid. His eyes widen, his mouth crooks upward into a smile. The fire explodes, a brilliant blaze at least 20 feet high. A kaleidoscope of color erupts, brief scenes splashing across this canvas. A ship beneath a sky with no stars. An upside-down tower rises from a field of lava, and then a massive serpent awakens with a whoosh, the fire is extinguished.
Vestar.
Investor try to determine what that meant.
Yeah, you could do a recall knowledge here on this event. And this,
So you said, oh,
yo, go
sorry.
ahead.
You said giant serpent,
Hmm.
upside down tower in coming from where?
From a field of lava.
From a field of lava. And what was the first one you said prior to those two?
A ship beneath a sky with no stars. And Vestar. I'm just looking at our checks here. You can pull together that the face in the flames was indeed the same face that John is carrying around in his pack. You also recognize deeply that the face was frustrated and then immediately happy upon seeing Sid. The scenes that were shown in the kaleidoscopic flames were of a similar tableau to the scenes shown to you in the prophetic table within the tower. They had that type of vibe. And John, it sounded like you were going to say something.
No, I was gonna bring up the table. I was just going to bring up the table what you did, so you're good. Yeah, Vestar, what do you think?
He'll share what he thinks with the rest of the group, with what you described. And he would say something vague like he always does and says, another sign.
Ragnarok, right. Do you think he was looking for his head?
I think
Seems he was looking at. Oh, sorry.
that's okay. I think he's looking for Sid.
Well, I
He also
suppose.
seemed frustrated a little bit.
Did we ever ask Sid about the head?
I don't think so.
Sid, would you come over here, please?
Sure. I just wanted to keep a wide berth from the fire. I don't want it to explode and roast my eyebrows.
Is she lying? Can I do a sense motive on her? Just to see if she's lying to me or not?
Sure.
I hope this does it hidden. Let's find out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You determine her true intentions. She is not lying to you. She has no idea what that fire was, and now she's a little bit terrified that it might happen again. This world seems to have no rhyme or reason, and in her mind, it seems to pay no attention or care for the laws of physics. Things just seem to happen.
Yeah, it's magic. Anyway, Sid, come sit next to me.
Okay.
And if the others are around, he'll say this loud enough so everybody can hear. Sid, do you know anything about a metal head?
Like the Statue of Liberty?
I don't know what that is. Like a man's head.
No, I don't know anything about a metal head. I remember that you guys were talking about something in the tower, but I don't think I even saw it.
Should I take out the head? I have it still. I stitched the lips back up though, so
Don't kiss it again, please.
I It was magic.
Does it react to it at all now that it's out?
Yeah, I take it out and I kind of just hold it.
Can you give me another wisdom set? No, I'm just kidding.
No.
No, I mean, you don't have to make wisdom save. I'm just kidding. Sid looks at the head, and give me one moment. I need to make a quick check from Sid's sheet.
Do I want to coerce her or not? That's the question.
Do you want to coerce a child?
That's what I'm like. That's the question. The out loud question is, do I want to do this or not?
She looks at the head, and she's like, "Oh, it's less scary than I thought." And you see her eyes almost do an odd thing, where her left eye stays exactly where it should, but her right eye almost moves to the right edge of her face, and then slowly comes back. And then her left eye does the same motion to the left side and returns back as she's staring at this head.
Okay, that's
What is
enough.
that?
Let's keep her away from the head for now. Eric will move up and put himself between the head and Sid.
What do you what? I thought I was supposed to look at the head. Maybe I know something about it.
Do you
Can't
know
remember.
something about it?
I don't know. It just feels familiar somehow.
Okay.
I don't know how, but it feels familiar.
Well, I suppose there could be some assumptions made, given that the tower seemed to be some kind of remnant of miracle. You were in the tower when it happened, so maybe you saw the head before and just don't remember too clearly?
Yeah, maybe. It's just strangest thing. I think they call it deja vu.
Deja vu.
Tell us of your dreams if you ever see anything like this. Actually, just tell us about your dreams in general when you wake up.
Okay, I will. If I have any. Usually I don't dream. And when I do, I don't like to remember those.
Why is that?
They're often very scary. Hmm.
Oh yeah?
I often see some sort of,
So,
well, dark place filled with shadow and flame and just endless creatures marching, and I can't quite make out their faces. It upsets me.
Have you had these dreams forever, or did it just start when you got here?
I've had them for as long as I can remember. When I do have dreams. Ugh. And she shudders.
I mean, children have nightmares all the time. I don't know if that necessarily means anything. But I know this world, their dreams, when people dream here, it's important. But if she dreamed back on where we're from, it's not magic.
I think it is important. Tell us about your dreams, especially the dark ones. Keep them away, okay?
Oh, okay. I'll do so if I have them. I haven't had them yet. I didn't have one last night.
Good.
Well, if you have dreams, how about you take this...
John, I retract my statement.
Oh.
The kid's staying with us.
She is? I mean, she is. Good. I'm glad.
Yes.
At least until we get to the wolves.
Did Hrolf react in a weird way at all?
Rolf has kind of kept his hand over his mouth, almost looking aghast at what has happened so far.
Sid, I want you to keep a journal from now on. If you have any poor dreams, make sure you write them down when you first wake up, okay?
Okay. And then I'll tell you all what has happened.
Yes, make sure you write them down, though, first thing.
I will. I promise.
I'm gonna hand her just some, like, scrap pieces of... I probably have, like, a bunch of journals on me, like, empty ones, like, notebooks. So I'll hand her one, and some ink, and some quill, just to have.
Excellent. She will take it and make a dream journal when she does have dreams.
Speaking of dreaming, we should get some rest. That was all very strange. I don't know necessarily what we can do about it right now. The best we can do is just get to nowhere, get back to the wolves. Do we want to set up watches for tonight?
Of course.
Definitely.
I'm not tired. I'll sit up first.
We can just go around then, if you'd like. Estarok can go first, Eric, Karens, myself, and then Vestar. Does that sound fair?
Yeah.
I mean, we sleep for 8 hours. One person can handle 2 hours. So really, only 4 of us needs to go.
All right, Eric, we get it. You want your beauty sleep.
I wasn't referring to me, asshole. Yeah, you laugh it up. Mister can't trip someone down a goddamn log.
Hey, you fell.
Shut up.
Well, I think it's best we all at least try to pull our own weight and help. I'll stay up with Esarok for the first shift. Just we have 2 eyes. 4 eyes, technically.
Alright, I'll go last then.
Alright, so it'll be Esarok, myself, Karan, Vestar, Eric. And Thorfinn will remain with you all. He doesn't sleep, he is a creature.
So it sounds like we've got our watches set. Now, in any moments of the watches, was there any roleplay scenes or conversations that the player characters wish to have with one another while the others are sleeping or while the 2 NPCs are resting? Because Rolf, he needed that beauty sleep because he got that,
He is sick.
gigantic wound.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I was not gonna conclude Harolf.
I want to have a talk with you, John.
Oh, what's up,
There
Esero?
you go.
What can I do for you?
Yeah, I imagine, we're just kind of sitting a little bit away from the fire, kind of him digging a stick into the sand a little bit, to the snow a little bit. And there's just kind of, what's the weather like? Is it rainy or just snowy?
It is snowy, but it's strange because the weather is quite warm. Imagine if it was snowing on a 70-degree day.
So it actually probably feels really nice because it's the cold against the hot.
Mm-hmm.
This is abnormal, isn't it?
This is very abnormal. It is some combination of the strange weather that is happening and your proximity to the lava rocks and the lava flows of the famed sands.
Interesting.
How long have you lived in nowhere?
Oh, just 2 years.
He kind of holds his hand out and some of the snow kind of melt against it.
Do you know a lot about these levees and rocks? Is this all new to you too? You seem like a man who knows a lot.
The rocks? The levees?
The hut.
Oh, no, I will admit I'm not one much for traveling outside of nowhere. I had bad experiences most of the time.
But this is just as strange to you, huh?
Yes, it is. I have been mostly engrossed in my studies in an attempt to find a way to return back home. That's what I've devoted most of my time here to, if not all of it.
Do you not like it here?
He looks at you and he looks away and he just kind of shrugs his shoulders. It's not my home. I have people I love that aren't with me anymore.
Deceased or across the veil?
Across the
Or
veil.
unknown?
Across the veil. I have 2 daughters. Or actually Sid's age.
You've mentioned children.
Hmm.
I had thought that maybe they had passed with the way you talk of them, but I suppose in a way they have. Just the absence of them. Your absence.
I don't even know if they think I'm dead or not. I don't even know if they just think I vanished.
How did you end up here?
A storm. I was leaving to cross the ocean, and we got caught in a very awful blizzard of some kind and snow, and I have a vague memory of icebergs, but it was like the world was screaming, and rainbows, a prismatic light would just... it ate us. It ate everything. It ate the ship, it ate the crew, it ate me. I just remember... I remember it hurting. I remember it being painful.
You were a sailor.
Oh no. I was a Storian. I was traveling the ocean to offer my aid to some other universities at another country. The country where Sid is actually from, but different part of it.
A lot of words that don't make sense again, John.
Sorry. I was traveling for work. Was that word better?
Yes, that works better.
We all ended up here, and he kind of
We
motions
just don't.
around.
Sometimes you speak our tongue, and then other times there are words we do not have. You say them, they roll off in yours.
It took me ages to learn your language. This isn't my native tongue, so it's difficult for me to express emotions or words sometimes. I just don't know your language very well, but thankfully I've picked it up over time. Which does strike me as odd, because Sid seemed to pick it up very quickly. I'm not sure how long she's been here.
I think the girl's magic in some way.
It is very freaky.
I think the mole should examine her.
That would probably be for the best. Hopefully we can get her there soon without any problems. These places, this trek can be dangerous with a group of people.
I won't lie, there is a part of me that worries. Mole are strange. I don't want them to... I'll put it bluntly. I don't want them to experiment on her.
John nods. He had the same concerns. He just nods.
Well, I don't know what I can do for you, but I'm not really a researcher.
Believe me, I would never ask any of you for assistance. This quest that I embark on is one that's may lead to some destruction, and I don't want to drag anyone else into that. I think that I need to rebuild the Rainbow Spear to
I
get
am
back
not
home.
so selfless, John. I don't know what your exact parameters are, and I hope they aren't that big, but or that destructive. But I will no doubt drag each and every one of you into my own personal endeavors, whether you like it or not.
I will be more than happy to help you regardless, Esserok. You have been a wonderful friend and a wonderful ally to me.
You say that now. You don't even know what I have planned. It could be terrible. What if I want to tear down society? No. I just need some help with some revenge.
Some revenge. Did the
Hell
kobold get to
yeah.
you too?
A running set of sniffles. Yeah.
The
All right.
kobold, the blue kobold. The revenge on the...
Oh, I thought you said cold.
No. Do you want revenge on the kobold? Or
No.
did you...
I need help killing a raider.
Oh.
Finding him too. Or her. A group of them.
What's their names?
I don't know. That's why I was in the city with all of you. I was hoping to get in the good graces of the Arls. I need them to help scout for me. I need them to be willing to rat out their own.
What did they do to you?
Butchered a great number of the tall folk in their sleep, like animals.
Oh. That's...
Didn't even have the decency to burn them.
They were able to do this without any other intervention from the other clans?
We weren't in town.
Well, that seems like a very just reason. Why would you destroy society for that? I don't think I connect those two dots yet.
I'm not planning. That was a...
I just wanted to make sure I know all my goose in a row.
No societal destruction, John. That was a joke.
Well, if I'm able to use whatever magic this place gives me to divine where or who these people are, I will let you know.
Good. Oh, you asked why and the how. I'll give you the simple short version. I don't know the why, but the how is a sad truth. Tall folk aren't respected. They aren't considered quite people by most of the raiders. But they raised me since I've been about 6. So,
Are you an orphan then? Besides them taking you in?
no. I'm a captured slave. Or was. I took the trials for my freedom. 10, 11 years ago.
So
It's been a while.
where are you originally from?
West. The
The king-
Vander Kingdoms.
The kingdoms? Oh.
I'm tired of talking. I
Oh,
appreciate your willingness to help.
of course. If you ever need to talk, I love to listen. You know,
I can tell that I need to go think on some things now.
sure.
Stirring up old memories.
Do you want to take Thorfinn with you?
No,
He's an emotional support creature.
I'm going to go on a hunt. I'll
Right.
be back in an hour.
Right now?
Yes, right now. I need some solitude.
Okay. All right. Have fun. Just let me know if you need anything or give a shout.
By the stone court, it's like he doesn't understand. Opening up is hard.
Bye.
Grumble wanders off.
Bye.
I want to award a hero point to both John and to Esarok for that very touching scene. Thank you both.
I'll take that hero point.
Now, I will say that your watch ends. Now, opening it up for our other raiders, are there any scenes that wish to play out between you and any of the other player characters? Sid and Hrolf are just being sleepy. You know how NPCs be. Just taking up space like land whales.
Kieran, come over here. Tell me, what's of the news of the clan?
You know, I actually wanted to ask you the same. I take from your faith that you are also of Clan Luton.
Yeah. I don't know if Kieran would know about Vestor or not. He's kind of a newer member of Clan Luton.
Yeah, probably. Yes.
He's he doesn't, he wanders a lot, kind of groups up with whoever's available. Kind of like this group. But he's only been a member of the clan for maybe a year or two.
Yeah, Current has not been with his clan in years, so.
Oh,
you
so
know.
we can't tell. So I have to tell you
Yeah.
news then. So he would share whatever the updates were with what Vestor would know, even though he's loosely associated with them right now. And he would kind of, and he would say, "Why don't you know what's going on?"
Current will kind of look into the ground and kick the snow with his feet a bit before answering. Well, let's just say we parted ways. What is it? 8 years now ago. And I tried to come back, but you can't exactly. I'm not exactly, a model of a raider. Not recently anyway. I have to do something before I can return, I think.
Would Vestar know anything about what Kieran has done in the past?
I don't know, would the clan ever talk about raiders that fell unworthy deaths?
That is actually something that they would not speak about. That it is almost taboo to speak about. If you had died an honorable death, you would be in conversation all the time. But for your situation, it would be more or less persona non grata for speaking of such things.
Yeah, so
Gotcha,
you
gotcha.
never heard of him, I guess.
Okay. Vestar would kind of read between the lines in that case and just look at Kieran and say, well, we all have a path to move through in this land. And I'm sure yours is going right along the path you were supposed to. You have to take the good with the bad. And if you had a situation that wasn't ideal for you in the past, it will balance out. I believe this. And it's going to give an encouraging shoulder pad to Kieran. And it says, whenever you want to talk about things, let me know.
Thank you. I might take you on that offer someday. To be frank, I'm not entirely sure whether the bad past that haunts me is of my own doing or not. It originally felt not so, but with the repetition and death haunting me, I'm wondering whether it's actually something I did and I have to correct. I don't know if you I don't know if you know much about curses and such wild magic.
That's more John's forte.
Yeah, I thought so. Well, let's just say I've been seeking a way out of this path I'm on right now for 8 years, and I've been stumbling every year or so. And like solutions I try don't work. Sometimes fatally.
Well, Vestar gets a look in his eye and looks at you and says, "Well, if this is Ragnarok, maybe you finally have your chance."
A slight smile curls on Curran's face, and he just kind of nods. I hope so. Speaking of pasts that haunt us, you mentioned that you don't have your memories past certain point. How long ago can you remember?
Current? Well, I appreciate your company. I don't think we're at the point where we know each other well enough for that story.
That's fair.
Maybe in time.
That's fair. Well, and he kind of just trails off and
Yeah.
looks into the fire.
Vestar will go back to his camp duties.
Excellent. I'd like to award you both a point of hero point, a point of hero point as well. Now, Eric, you've been silent this whole time. Do you wish to have a scene with anyone in camp?
After Durand and Vestar goes back to sleep, and Eric wakes back up for his watch, he will sit down on a log and just stare at the flames for a bit before turning his gaze over to Sid. He breathes heavily inward and out before getting up, walking towards her, and kneeling over to shake her shoulder a bit to wake her up.
Oh, what? Huh? Huh? What? Eric, what's up? I was sleeping.
Get up,
Oh, okay.
follow me. And you will see him walk away, grabbing his weapon supplies, his great axe, and a long sword he had picked up from the corpse of the raiders who attacked him. He will walk 30 to 40 feet away, past the woods a bit. He will stop in the middle of it, in the open area, of course. Turn to face her, drop the sword on the ground before him, and then kick it towards her.
She picks up the sword. What am I supposed to do with this, Eric?
The same thing anyone your age would do when they see a raider coming right at them. And he will, not menacingly, but he will rush towards her with his great axe, not aiming to hit her, but to sort of make her defend herself in a way.
I gotcha.
He's
So
trying to teach her how to fight while not coming off too aggressive, because she's a child and these things takes time to learn.
sure, she will do her best to try to wield the unwieldy weapon, and you can tell that it's hard because she is well, she's only a young teenage girl and she hasn't developed all of that musculature yet. But given enough time, you think that she will.
Your performance was pathetic. Try again.
You remind me of my grandpa the first time that I shucked corn. Don't worry, I'll get better. And you see, with each round, she does gain a little bit by little bit of ground. The sword in her hand, still unnatural, but not unfamiliar.
Did you enjoy your life back home?
I gotta say, it kind of sucked. I'm not gonna lie. I was, shucking corn, killing chickens, and then once my grandparents died, I was alone. It was just me on the farm, constantly having to pretend like they were still alive to make sure the other farmers wouldn't encroach in on our land.
So you were by yourself all that time.
For a little while, yeah,
Ever got lonely?
all the time. I wasn't popular with all the other kids, unfortunately enough. I don't know if they were just, I don't know, intimidated by my independence or what. But
How
here,
do you feel having been here now?
well, I gotta say, I really like the adventure. I really like seeing all these things that I thought were just in the movies or just in books. I'm just wondering what we'll get to see next.
That's a good thing to hear, as he will walk around her. But this is not a story. This isn't a story. This is no movie, as you put it. This is real life. People die violently. That is the way we lived. Our culture. Don't go walking around with a smile on your face, pretending this is some sort of grand adventure in which you're the hero or something. That's not how this works. And he will kick her back.
That was a cheap one, Eric. I wasn't ready. You won't catch me off guard again.
Well, guess what? You're never gonna be ready. No one's gonna give you time to get back on your feet. It's kill or be killed out here. Not some fantasy in your head. Do you think the nightmares in your head scares you? What makes you think what's out here in reality won't either? And this time he will kick her even harder.
Oh. She screams pretty loud. Everyone in camp, you hear Sid scream, and you see a scene of Eric kicking Sid on the ground as she's trying to stand up. But she doesn't know that in order to stand up while you're on the ground when someone's kicking you, you need to do a technical stand up. No one has
Well,
taught her this yet.
technically he will be resting his foot on her back, keeping her pinned.
Okay. She also hasn't learned that escape yet. She is still a white belt when it comes to Raider martial arts.
I think if
I'll
John...
ask you again one
Sorry.
more time.
I don't think
Do you
this is a
think
story.
this is a story?
This
Do you
isn't
think this is a game?
game. Grunts.
And when we drop you off at nowhere, find yourself a decent family who'll keep you safe. Don't go traveling with us.
You think you can just dump me off on the first family you see? I don't think so. You guys are my family now.
Oh, good. Well, then expect to see this amongst family members from where I'm from. And, oof. Would John see this? Would John technically see this? Because we're far away from them.
I mean, he's not gonna stop you regardless if he does, so.
That's John.
No, he trusts Eric enough. He
All
would
right.
do nothing anyway,
He
so.
would. No, too early for that. He's going to pick her up by the collar, lift her up, and then drop her down on the ground.
She's breathing hard from your bout.
He won't say anything when he makes it past into the camp. He'll just put his axe back by the sled and sit down at the log, staring into the fire.
Sid will slowly walk back to the fire. She's got a little bit of a limp. Her clothes are kind of dirty, maybe a little roughed up, and she's got the beginnings of a black eye. And of course, her nose is still a little bit offset from when she broke it from hitting the ground when she was trying for the snowball power bomb. But she does have still a happy disposition going on.
You will see a very dissatisfied look of Eric's face as he just takes a glance at her and then back at the flames.
Excellent. You can take a hero point. And everyone, the night passes without incident. There's no strange dreams, no visitors in the darkness, and no creatures of the night coming to eat you in your sleep.
Feels weird getting a hero point for kicking a kid. Just saying. Just saying.
Well, listen, you know, sometimes it's alright.
I looked in the book, and this is one of the examples. It said that it was good for a hero point. Paizo said so. Okay, maybe I shouldn't say that. That might be a gross
Listen, I will give any opportunity
hyperbole
to
there.
hunt a child.
So you all awaken in the morning. Then you have a great future in youth coaching ahead of you. Hral finally awakens, and Sid is awake with her new shiner and her offset nose, and you all are ready to push off on another day of travel into the Fanged Sands. You have gone 20 miles away from the tower. And you are slowly but surely making your way across this small island known as the Fanged Sands. Are there any preparations you wish to make in the morning, or anything you all wish to do before you set off?
Can I try and make a tattoo?
Sure, this is going to be a learning experience maybe for us all, because I've never seen a tattoo made.
I'm completely new to crafting, so
I don't know the crafting.
it has a gold cost of 18 gold.
So, the basics of crafting is you pay half the cost up front, and then each day that you craft, you basically procure a certain amount of gold towards its finish. And then once you've 100%ed it, the item is complete.
Okay, so I want to craft a memoir map tattoo.
Okay.
It requires 13 gold, and I pay half of that up front.
Yeah. Basically, you having bought the supplies and stuff.
But I would need to be somewhere where I can buy the supplies, correct?
That's up for the DM.
If you want to say that you bought that before you left for the tower, I'm fine with that. And it looks like this activity lasts for 4 days. So we could start the process now, and then you could finish it up in 3 days. But you could, it says here, in crafting a tattoo specifically, the process could last up to a month. If you're really wanting to, get those highlights down, if you want to really get that color worked in, that sort of thing.
Yeah, it has specific rules, I'm sure, as well. I'm just going off the general rules.
I will save off. I will save off crafting for now.
Mm.
And I want to
Excellent. All right, everybody. Any specific preparations you want to make before you head out?
Before we get going,
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I'm lagging.
Good.
Sorry, I'm lagging, so I don't realize I'm talking over someone until my internet kicks back in. So I apologize. I'm just very quickly before Eric is kind of looking at his tattoos, and we're all getting camp set up. John is just going to kind of walk past him and just say thank you.
Okay, Rick will acknowledge what was said.
John will continue packing up for camp.
But he doesn't feel.
And this time he walks away with 4 red liquid-filled elixirs. And he'll approach Vestar and see, let's say, tonight, so I guess I need to do my part in keeping you alive. And he'll give him 2 out of the 4 potions.
Thank you. I'll do my part.
Now I don't know how to send items, especially temporary ones.
Now,
It's one of those.
I thought that I
If
had
it's one of these, I can just add it.
Yeah, it's one of these. Yeah, just the only thing will actually, like, yeah, we can say that I always give you 2
Okay.
in the morning. So yeah.
Esther will make sure the Kieran knows.
Yeah, we wear them on our belts or something.
I'm good.
I'm good.
Let's head out then.
I'll do it. I had a little bit of a rough encounter last night, and something's telling me I need to get a little bit stronger. Let me drag the sled, everyone.
And is Sid strong enough to drag the sled?
Not even
Okay,
close.
Vestar will do it.
You can let her drag it, but you can help her.
It can help me.
This is weight training.
She's like, all right, I'm ready.
He'll give her like a little bit of the load, but he'll do the heavy lifting.
Of course. And she's just like, just groaning the entire time as neck veins are shooting out heavily for everyone to see.
Gets off the sled and walks every once in a while to make it lighter.
I love that. So let me grab everyone here. So as you guys are traveling, once again, I'm going to send you guys a requesto.
I'm gonna try to learn the other scroll I have just for fun. Might as well.
Mm-hmm.
This one is a DC 18. It's gonna take me 2 hours.
Nice.
Awesome.
Oh, sick. That's awesome.
I believe it's
Okay.
gold pieces. Oh no, it was only 6. Oops.
And I'm just looking at what everyone is doing. Okay. So hours pass in your travel without interruption. The landscape seems to stay relatively similar as you are working through the Fanged Sands. The sun relentlessly beats down upon you all. The snow offers a small respite from its heat. The ground beneath your feet remains solid for hours. Roughly at around 1 p.m., suddenly, that solid ground turns to churning sand. When a spray of sand and soot spray over everyone in the sled and over the 2 mules pulling it. That's, of course, Vestar and Sid. You hear a loud hiss as 3 creatures emerge from the ground. Their bodies glisten in the sunlight, a grotesque parody of the shells that you saw on the beach near the tower that you had ventured into. 2 massive pincers snip in the air menacingly, while a long segmented tail arches over their back, ending in a stinger dripping with venom. Beady eyes stare at you all with cold, predatory intent. The scorpions, the terror of the Fang Sands, have marked you all as their next meal. The monotonous portion of this journey has ended, and this is what you see crawling out of the ground. And I'm going to roll them into initiative because they think that you guys look really tasty.
We are. Incredibly so.
Would I roll stealth? Or
Yes. And because of your guys' activities here, Eric is giving everyone a +1 circumstance to their initiative. Karand can roll stealth for initiative instead. And Vestar, I'm going to say you can use as an action before combat starts a recall knowledge check on one of these creatures to see what you could potentially learn.
And that's the one I meant to do was investigate, but I clicked search because I thought it was the investigate one.
Oh, okay. No problem. Yeah, I would allow you to do the same thing here.
I'm just gonna roll minus perception because I was kind of learning a spell, so I don't think that's probably that
I
warrants
know that
a
I
comment.
shouldn't do this, but I just wanted to reveal, unfortunately enough, Vestar. They're just hard and scaly. That's about what you know.
They bleed. We can kill them.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh my. Okay, so the dichotomy of man. I had to reveal it because it's too funny for me. So, to everyone else, Esserok, these appear to be but normal scorpions. To you, however, you notice that underneath their carapace, lines of red-hot fire glow as if blood has been burst into flame. These are creatures crawling between worlds. They are magma scorpions from the elemental plane of fire. You know that they attack with their pincers and their tail stingers like a normal scorpion, but they also have the ability to spit magma as easy as you or I spit phlegm.
If I have time before combat starts, he would just shout out, "They spit magma,"
They spit magma.
which probably gets a lot of looks to him like, "What?"
Wait, does that say -8? Why are they rolling at a -8 for their initiative?
Yeah, so he just shouts, "They spit magma! Stay away!"
Okay, here we go. So the magma scorpions begin to snip into the air. They screech with a terror, filling your bodies. However, they are not the first to act. Karond is the first to act. Oh my gosh. That's a huge chat card. Karond, there are 3 of these creatures.
Okay.
Terribly sorry. I'm trying to figure out how the hell do I change my stuff. But never mind, continue. I'll do it in the background.
Okay.
So Current will pull out his bow, and since he's going first, they're all flat-footed to me.
Okay, let me just quickly flat foot them.
So he'll pull out a short bow and try to shoot the creature that's closest to us, like to Esserok, I guess. And is this a hill, like to the left of us?
Yes, there is a slight incline there. And there's a small dip here, so if you hop down, you might have to make a check to not lose your feet here in this lava plane.
Alright, so Current will shoot 1 arrow at the thing. Oh, I need to trigger. Yes, I need. Oh, range penalty. That's unfortunate. Well. And then I'm going to stride. Let's say roughly here.
Okay, and that is a hit on that bad boy for 10 points of damage.
And Current will just say, "It does bleed." And that's my turn.
I like it, as lava just shoots everywhere out of this creature's body. All right. This magma scorpion tenses at you all. It is going to start to move towards you guys with a alacrity that is quite terrifying as it moves 40 feet with 1 stride. It will then spend its second action to move another 40 feet. I'm trying to, let's see here. It'll probably move like this to here. And it starts to angle its body in such a way that might be terrifying to you all. As it clicks its pincers, it is going to target Esarok. And Esarok, it is going to unleash a magma spit.
You're rolling hidden.
Oh, sorry about that, y'all. Reveal to everyone. That is a 22 to hit.
Alright, can you reveal the damage for me?
Oh, yes. Sorry. Not the same card. So as it hits you, Esarok is clothing and perhaps maybe his hair starts to catch fire.
I'm very afraid of persistent damage.
So, that is the creature's action economy. It rushes forward and it basically just spits magma onto Esarok. Vestar.
I just realized I should not be pulling the cart. Stride next to Eric. You know what's coming. Blue light emerges from Vestar again and reaches out over for Eric's axe. He says, "Go get him, champ." And that's his turn.
All right, Vestar makes Eric magical. Esarok, you're on fire.
Yes. So, I look at Eric. I look at this magma scorpion. I trust his ability to help me. So I will pull out my crossbow. I will not. I'll pull out my crossbow. I'm going to move down to here. And my last action, I'm going to take a free hand and just start to try to shovel snow onto the fire to try to make the DC less to get rid of it.
I gotcha. So you're going to take an action to start just covering yourself in snow.
Yeah.
Okay. So the normal DC is a 15. I'm going to say that the flat check is now a 10 because you're covered in snow.
Let's see if that doesn't do the thing. Still it does. Roll recovery check. Still a failure.
By 1. Do you wish to use a hero point?
Yeah, persistent damage is pretty bad. I'll use it on it. Reroll a d20. Nope.
Okay. You tried to cover yourself in snow, but somehow it seems to have made it worse. Okay. The magma scorpion. It sees all of these tasty morsels. It starts chittering as it runs straight towards you all, running 40 feet. It is just going to stride again to get right next to Eric as it chomps its chompers at you, Eric. And it's going to target you. And it's going to try to reach out with its pincer. Eric, that is a 21 to hit you.
I take 8.
Okay, and you are now set on fire. Okay, and if I'm reading this correctly, when it pincers you, it grabs you.
Well, I believe that you have to use a grab action when this last action was a successful strike with the grab trait, right?
Okay, so it doesn't have the action economy to also grab you with its pincer. So it pinces you, it hurts, but you are not grabbed. John, you are up.
Ironically, I was just looking up the grab rules. I'm going to cast Summon Animal.
Mm.
I'm just gonna load my compendium in a second. And I'm gonna summon a weasel. I'm gonna put him right over there.
I'm waiting for the pop-up box for me.
It should come over now. No?
I have not received a pop-up box.
That is a shame. I've cast the spell. Can try again.
I see the weasel.
Do you see the weasel? I cannot control the weasel, unfortunately.
I cannot control the weasel.
Oh, I see. My game has frozen. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
I love stuff out of context in D&D.
I feel like that's a line from a Pauly Shore movie. I can't control the weasel.
The weasel has a mind of its own.
Mm.
Alright. I see. Okay. The weasel has escaped, so let me try that again. 1 second.
Sure.
I think my game just decided to stop existing. Alright. Now do you have it?
I see it.
Okay. Might just be not working. That's okay.
You just need to drag out a weasel.
I just need a weasel. It's a regular weasel.
It reminds me of Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Oh, don't you worry. This weasel has two actions. He's gonna
Let
use.
me make you an owner, and now you should have a weasel.
See, and I can't even. I don't know what's. I think it's bugged because I can't access my token controls now. So I need to refresh. That's very strange. I wonder if because I think I'm a weasel and it's not letting me control down.
Rachel said ours.
I gotcha. Give me 1 second, guys. My wife is calling me. I'll be
no
right back.
No problem. All right, let me peek at this weasel real quick. Oh, this weasel is also flanking with you, Eric. I don't think it will.
Alright.
I don't think it will calculate that in the system because I don't believe because he got dragged over. He's probably an enemy.
Yeah,
in
he
his
is.
configuration, so he's an ally though. So I would just remember that.
Can't you make him ally through the
I don't
token
have
prototype?
I don't have permission to do that. I can't even move him, or forgot to do it.
Oh. By the way, are you lagging currently?
I don't think I'm lagging right now. Like I can move John. I think it's because it's technically not the weasel's turn. That's why he can't move. But I'm gonna wait till Orph gets back, but he should help you out. This tiny little weasel. How many scorpion are there? Is there only 3? Just
yeah.
3.
Yes.
Yeah, just 3. Okay.
Just 3.
Just 3.
Oh, some resources are going to get spent in this fight.
Oh yeah. That weasel is gonna be around for probably 1 turn. He has 7 HP. I'm trying to figure out if the mod is broken or I am just broken for this spell, but cannot tell.
So I should take a closer look at my class features because I've been messing up, or at least not making full use of them.
What's up? What's up?
So you know how my runic tattoos, the ones for my rune instinct,
Yeah.
I can always do fire.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out, when I do daily preparations, I can change the element out.
Ooh, and I feel
So,
like that makes sense
had
if
I
you would
known
change
that,
it out.
I would be able to change it to cold instead.
Because we were walking the lava and we knew that. I think
Yeah.
that would be fair, but I would check with Orf.
Yeah.
I am back.
Hello.
Sorry, everybody. We had a huge order just to get delivered of meat
Yum.
and a bunch of water jugs.
Orf,
Yes, sir.
I'm a bad player because I don't properly read all of my abilities correctly. For
Okay.
a runic barbarian, one of the runes, the evocation type that I've chosen, it says during your daily preparations, you can choose between each one.
Okay.
So every day I can switch out my fire damage for cold, electric, and acid.
Okay.
So knowing that we're going by this hot environment and we were forewarned, would you have allowed Eric to have done that change before this encounter?
Yes, sir. Absolutely. You knew you had so much pre-warning from the NPCs about the volcanic monsters, the elementals. Yeah, of course. If you wanted to change it to whatever damage type you feel appropriate, that's no problem with me.
All right, thank you.
My pleasure. The difficulty in the encounter shouldn't come from me, what's it called? Browbeating you or making you feel asinine for your decisions. It should come from the encounter itself. So yeah, if you want to switch for cold damage, that's fine with me.
So the weasel. I can't configure his token, but would you be able to make him an ally of the party, or make his allegiance to the party in this token controls?
Mm-hmm.
Just so Eric can get that flanking. But he's gonna make it a melee draw attack at the scorpion, and he is flanking with Eric currently.
Oh yeah.
Can I use hero points for summons?
I don't mind, because you almost never use your hero points.
Okay. I think the game just hates me, unfortunately, right now. I can't seem to make any attacks. Would you be able to roll a strike for me? I cannot do so off the weasel. I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on. Mr. Weasel. Weasel is going to reroll. I'll use a hero point to reroll that.
Sounds good.
Would he have, if he has a +2 to that because of flanking, would he hit with a 19?
Oh, wait. Oh yeah, that is a miss by 2. I wonder if it's not calculating it because he.
Oh, I would have summoned him there. Yeah, sorry.
No, you're good. Hold on. I'm gonna roll another strike just to see. Yeah, it would have calculated it. So yeah,
Okay.
he hits.
Alrighty. So he hits. He's gonna do 3 damage. And then he's gonna use his last action. Can't ping anything from this weasel. He's gonna grab. I can't click the icon, unfortunately. But he's gonna use the grab action, and Scorpion's gonna automatically become grabbed.
Alrighty.
This
So
tiny
this-
weasel begins to wrestle this dude. There is no size
Scorpion is-
requirements.
so confused.
Alright, Eric. This dude's grabbed, and he's flanked. Go off.
Don't I always? Yeah. All right, I'm going to rage. Hopefully, it does the math right and lets me do my thing correctly. First action, second action. Gonna swing in my great axe. Where is it? Where is it? Actions. There we The hell? Oh, there we go.
All right, you got your great axe, and you've got this little weasel providing a flank and a grab.
Yeah, my bad. Trying to do this. Reroll the hero point. 18 hit.
There's a hit. Okay, so it's going to take 15 from the slashing.
Well, it's
And then-
13 from the slashing and 2 from the cold.
Oh, yes, sorry, 13 from the slashing. And then you discover something. This creature has weakness cold 10, so it takes 2 cold damage, and then it takes another 10 from taking that cold damage, which kills it.
Wow.
There he is. That's our barbarian.
And you crunch it, and it makes the most delicious popping noise. And as it is killed, you smell it, and it smells quite delicious.
Guys, we're having scorpion for dinner. I'm gonna move 25. Wait. Oh, John, you should have moved back.
I
He'll stand.
had to use all my actions on summon.
He'll stand directly in front of John, defending him. And that's all 3 of his turns? Yeah, all 3 of his actions. He will end.
Perfect. Rolf will say, Sid, stay back. These creatures are too dangerous. And Rolf will raise his shield. And then he, looks around. Oh, and oof. Oof. So Eric is going to take some ongoing fire damage as he is set on fire.
Right to the fire damage.
Cool. Rolf, did it raise the shield for him? I don't think it did. There we go. What? He has a shield. Anyways, he raises a shield. And he just stays next to Sid, knowing as if he takes another action, he will open the wound on his body. Sid says, "You really don't have to worry about me, Rolf. I've been training with Eric. Watch." And she begins to move forward.
Trained for like 20 minutes last night.
No.
Hang on.
Oh,
And she targets this magma scorpion and she throws a rock at it. She critically misses as it just sails over, and she's like, well, maybe I should have worked a little bit harder. And then she strides to stand right next to Karond. I'll get him next time, Karond. The final magma scorpion will go. I don't think it's no longer flat-footed to anyone. It is going to stride forward 40 feet, excuse me. There's so many delicious treats. It looks around. It doesn't even know where to go. So it is just going to go this way with its second stride action. It sees Eric. It's going to target Eric. And Eric, it is going to attempt to hit you with its pincer.
Oof.
That is a 21 to hit.
I take that.
And it can't grab you, but it does pinch you a little bit. Right on your butt. But not the good pinch that your wife would give you. Karond, you're up. You see that these scorpions are setting your allies on fire, but there are only 2 of them left.
Okay. Let's see what I can do. Current will. Yeah, I think the best I can do is to kind of circle around them. So he will stride to here and try to hit the scorpion that Eric is facing with an arrow.
Okay.
Oof. I'll reroll with a hero point.
Absolutely.
Cool. And for the final action, I mean, I'll just fire again. Hopefully, nope. All right, and that's my turn.
Okay. The other magma scorpion. It's going to start moving forward into the center here. It sees all of these delicious treats standing around. It is going to begin by targeting Vestar. Vestar, these creatures have a 10-foot reach. It is going to attempt to sting you, Vestar. But it just barely misses as you are able to duck your head underneath this creature's stinger. It then will reach out towards John and try to grab John with its pincer. Rolling a pincer attack.
Oh my god.
That is a critical hit.
Oh man. Okay.
And so it begins.
I don't have a lot of AC, I'll be honest. Okay, alright, I'll take that damage. Ow. And oh, the persistent damage is double too, I forgot! Oh, that's not good. Oh boy.
So, oh wait, hold on. Did I hit the map -4? I don't think I did. Hold on.
It does not matter, I don't think. It needs to roll a 25 to crit me.
Oh. Oops. So yeah, -4, that would have been a 17 plus 8. Which, oh man.
Yeah, I think it's,
Yep.
it's okay.
Okay. So it grabs you with, it can't grab you because it doesn't have an action left. But you take a shit ton of damage. And it's like holding John up in the air with its pincer and kind of waggling John around like a rabid dog. Alright. Vestar.
Does Eric have 1 or 2 persistent fire damage on him?
Just one.
Okay. And John, I can't tell how many hit points you have. So
I have
if you can make your
6.
awesome. Okay. We'll target John Remus. And he gets a 2nd level heal. Or a 2-action heal.
Thank you.
It worked. Hey. And then he will target this magma scorpion and use intimidating glare and try to demoralize it.
Excellent.
Awesome.
Oof.
That's my turn.
Okay. This is becoming an interesting battle. Esarok, you are on fire. Eric is on fire. John is on fire.
Aye, the snow didn't do much to help. So I'm going to look this magma scorpion in the tail stinger, make it my prey. And then I'm going to use 2 actions to Hunter's Aim, striking for an extra +2 on this hit. Oh no! At its hardy shell cracks the bolt.
Just a ba-doom.
Ah, that was all 3 actions. Let me end my turn and take my fire damage.
But perhaps you will succeed on your recovery check. It's invulnerable.
Nope.
Ooh, rough. God, that 15
Unless the
DC.
snow's still on me.
Oh, God, 15 DC is rough.
I will
Okay.
say the snow is still on you, so you recover. You're like, it finally
Yay.
worked. Okay, John, you were pinched.
Alright, I've been pinched. That was a lot of damage. I don't like being crit. It really hurts. I'm going to use one of my actions to sustain the weasel. And the weasel is going to... Sorry.
That sentence was so funny.
Eric, which scorpion do you want to try to go after? What are you feeling?
Which one hit you?
The one to your left hit me.
Okay, then we're killing that one first.
Okay, the weasel's going to move 20 feet to go right over there, or if he would be so kind.
Yes. I was wondering for a second why token mold didn't work, and it was because I didn't have name checks. Ah! Sorry, everyone.
And then he is going to... So I got a question about grab. So if he makes a melee draw attack, it has the grab trait. He doesn't have any more actions after that. This also, I guess, counts for the scorpions as well. On his next turn, can he use his first action on his next turn to make that grab? Because his last action was a melee jaw attack. Is that how that works?
Interesting, because let's. I'm looking at grabbed. Your last action was a success with a strike that lists grab in its damage entry or has a creature grab using this action. I don't see why you couldn't attack and then grab your next turn, but I am open to being corrected if anyone knows the actual ruling on that.
I have
Don't
no
you
idea.
have to continuously grab them though? So
No, because it's like an extra action to do. You just auto grab at the end, and then I have like the weasel has another constrict action when he is grabbing people.
yeah, I mean, okay.
I think
don't know
it
how
says
that
the
works.
same thing in the weasels. The monster's last action was a success with a strike that lists grab. So if you successfully strike them turn 1 and then turn 2, you still successfully strike them. So I don't see why you couldn't grab them. So yeah, I will allow it until we see the rules that say, no, you idiot. Why did you say they could do that, Caleb?
Yeah, until proven otherwise.
Mhm.
Sounds good to me. So the weasel will make a strike attack at the scorpion. Again, I can't roll. I'm just kind of sad. So.
I'm sorry, you're and I need to target your weasel is being so weaselly today.
And he is flanking with Eric, and I think he said that calculates. Gosh, look at this weasel go! He does four piercing damage.
Absolutely.
And then for my actions, I'm going to expend one action to command Thorfinn, to give Thorfinn 2 actions. Thorfinn,
There we go.
I got so much action economy, it's crazy. Thorfinn is going to run over to Eric. He's not really, it's right there, but, yeah, he has still to, I think he still has to use his move and dig it over to Eric. He's going to use a move action to get over to Eric, and then he's going to take the step action. That's what he's going to do. He's going to attempt to pat out the fire that's on Eric.
Okay.
Which I think just gives Eric a bonus to his flat check. I think I have to look up how that works.
Yeah, it does basically the same thing I did.
Yeah. Persistent. So I think it might give him a plus 1.
So I'll say that, Eric, you just need to hit a 10 on your flat check here. Now that the kitty cat is patting you down.
Okay.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, assisted recovery. So it'll be an assisted recovery attempt. So you can reduce the DC of the flat check to 10 for, okay. Dousing your water to put out the flames. Okay, cool, yeah. He's just gonna try to kitty cat pat you for the DC 10. So that's both Sorfin's actions. As my last action, I run away. Yeah.
Get out of here, John.
I'm gonna run away. And hope these things don't have attack opportunities.
And you run away.
So, yeah.
No
Okay.
strikes are taken out against you.
Whew. Alright. And that will be my turn, and I'm gonna take some persistent damage right now. So.
Good thing, I don't think you could die from it right now.
I can't. I'll get close, but no, it won't kill me.
I shouldn't have said that because now it's gonna roll a 12 on you or something.
I know, yeah. Well, it's okay. I got healed. Roll a recovery check. Oh, awesome!
Oh
I'm
my
no longer
god,
on
that's
fire.
funny. You lucky.
That thing stays as a crit? Oh my god.
Oh yeah, no, it stays. Oh, I did take too much damage. There we go. Yeah, I take 8 damage from the crit and roll a crit 6. Hooray!
Hell yes.
I'm done. That's my turn.
Okay, Harolf is just gonna continue to keep his
Oh wait, you
shield.
just hit me.
Oh, sorry, Eric. I think 2 people hit it at once. Eric, you're up.
All right, with I just I'm gonna give myself back that 1 HP. All right, with John out the way, he can go reckless. Not like that, and he's going to strike. Oh boy.
Whoa.
Wait, I'm gonna use a hero point for that.
Do it. That is a hit. Okay, that looks like 17 points of slashing damage. And then it's 2 points of cold plus 10 points of cold, which is enough that you kill the scorpion in 1 stroke.
I'm then immediately going to use the momentum from that swing to make a 180, turn to this scorpion, and strike again.
Excellent. Just barely a miss.
You know what? I'm feeling froggy. I'll go for a third one.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go for a third one.
Ooh, oh
Jesus
no.
Christ.
Oh no. A critical miss by 19.
You'll get him next time, Eric. You'll get him next time.
Okay. The scorpion just looks at you in confusion.
I'm gonna end my turn.
So, I don't know if you know this, Carsifona, but your axe has sweep. I don't know if you have bonus. I don't think it matters in this case, but you will get a bonus if you hit another enemy with your axe. You would kind of reduce the MAP.
I can do that?
Yeah, when you attack with this weapon, you get a +1 circumstance bonus to your attack roll if you've already attempted to attack a different target this turn using this weapon.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know that. Oh man.
That's why great axes are so cool, because you got big sweep attacks.
Yeah, in case anyone didn't know this, on your cards in chat, if you hover your mouse over the traits, it will tell you what the trait does.
So your first one, I think, theoretically would have been an 18, not a 17. But I don't think it matters, unfortunately. So.
That would have been a miss by 1.
But hey, fun facts, you know?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Rolf has acted. He doesn't want to, open up his wounds. He wants to protect Sid. Sid, because she saw Eric miss that thing twice, and she's like, Eric, no! Hold on, Eric, you distract it from the front. I've got that sword you gave me. And she's gonna run and try to stab this thing.
Oh dear God.
I don't know if anyone has a reaction they can use to try to stop her from doing so.
John, stop her quick.
I have a reaction. Yeah, I'm gonna. Sorry, Sid, you're not ready for this. I am gonna try to grab her.
Okay. You can make a grab attack here to try to grab her.
An unarmed striker? What do you want me to roll?
There's a grapple.
Yeah, you can do a grapple here to try to keep her from running away.
Sure, I will make the attempt, me, the witch.
Well, you get a nat 20, okay?
It's a grapple, okay. Alright, Sid. That's a failure.
As you try to grab her collar, And then she goes to run past Esserok. Does
I'll
Did
Esserok
you really teach her
trip her.
that? Oh God.
Here's my attempt to trip her.
Okay, this is a 15, and that's against her fortitude.
Reflex.
Oh, okay, then that is it meets it, it beats it. Her reflex would have only been a 15, so she
Kid, get behind us.
all right, fine, and she won't move any further forward. The magma scorpion. It's got a juicy Eric in front of it, or it has this juicy cat. It's gonna go after Eric first. It is going to attack with its tail stinger against Eric. That is a hit. Okay, and I'm going to need you to make me a fortitude save against magma scorpion venom.
Which is stars.
Sorry, guys, my wife was calling me.
Every time Orf has to answer the phone, it's actually Eric's wife calling him via sending stone. He has to give her a chat.
Ah, don't worry, your husband's doing fine. He's just fighting a scorpion that might kill him.
Yeah, everything's fine. Don't worry. Love to meet you one day. Okay, bye.
You just hear Eric screaming. You would hear Eric screaming in the background.
Listen, you got Thorfinn over there for moral support. He's hanging out. And a weasel. You got a cat and a weasel on the front line with you.
I feel so happy.
Yeah.
So, do I take half damage from this or no?
I do not know. What was that damage for?
I think it was. I'm not sure.
I didn't see attack rolls, so. Oh, did you roll Did you roll for your recovery check?
Because Orf had not skipped past me because both of us pressed end turn, I believe. It rolled for me automatically. It was a failure.
Your DC was 10. Did that change anything?
Oh shit! Hold on. I need to go back up then.
Sorry, cause Thorfinn wanted to help you.
Let's see.
I don't
You
see it being...
rolled?
Oh, it was a success.
There
So
you go.
I won't be okay.
There you go. You still take the
Perfect.
damage though, so you don't need to change that. Just for next time. You
Yeah.
need it.
Okay, so you succeeded on your fortitude save, so you don't have to worry about succumbing to magma scorpion venom.
Oh.
It's bad. But you are caught back on fire, but then you rolled that for recovery check. Was that for already being on fire?
Yeah, that was from the one that went through when you had skipped past me.
Sure. Okay. All right, y'all. We are back to the top of the round. There is one magma scorpion left. All right, Karan, you are up.
Aaron will rush forward and try to finish off the scorpion with Eric. He will sheath his bow, draw his short sword, and try to hit the pincer of the scorpion from behind. Or not the pincer, but the tail, I guess.
Sure.
Alrighty, let's go.
That's a hit.
For 11 damage.
That's a mighty juicy hit on this creature.
Alright, let's kill him now. And that's my turn.
All right, Vestar, you see that several members of your adventuring party are on fire. There are 2 dead magma scorpions. One is still kicking.
Who's on fire still?
I think Eric is now back on fire after getting stung.
Okay. Eric gets a heal. The blue light of Luda touches him.
You're welcome. She doesn't say that. I'm sorry.
Eric gets 17, and I've already tried to do that to him.
Oh wow. Okay. Nice.
And I think I'm just going to move. I don't have anything else at range. Yeah. That's my turn.
Excellent. Esarok.
Come on, you damned thing, and I'll reload my crossbow. I'm still in a good position, so I'm going to once again try a hunter's aimed shot at this magma scorpion. Alright, 2 actions. Oh my goodness, slow rolls tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, it dings off it again. He kind of grunts in anger, and that's his turn.
Okay. John.
All right. I use my first action to maintain Weasel, and then I'm going to move Weasel over right there. And then Weasel's gonna make a bite attack.
And I gotta make sure that I'm targeting with the weasel.
Weasel,
that's a miss.
Do I have a hero point? I do. I have 1 more. I will expend my last hero point for the weasel. Tragic. That's okay. That is the weasel's turn. He's now flanking, just so people can move up here, up closer if they'd like. John is going to take a second action to command Thorfinn, who again is going to assist Eric in putting out the fire, as he just kind of he has manual dexterity feature right now, so he has thumbs, so he's just gonna try to pat it out. And then as my last action, Thorfinn has 1 more action. I don't know, he dances. He's cute. As my action, I'm going to cast Reality Flicker on the scorpion.
Excellent.
So that's a will DC from him.
Okay, here we go. Let's click the scorpion. Let's click a will DC. That's
11.
a failure.
Oh, fun fact, this entire time I was using Charisma as my spellcasting ability modifier. It's not. it's intelligence. I was like, why is my DC a 15? That's so low. It's an 18. Yes, so he fails. That is a regular failure, so he's going to take damage. It takes 1 damage, and then I'm going to roll a 1d4. 4. So he becomes frightened. Frightened 1 until his next turn. End of his next turn.
Okay, so he's gonna take la damage and be la. So many weasel sheets and frightened.
Alright, so I'm currently sustaining Weasel and Reality Flicker, as I use kind of the light from the lava that's reflecting off some of these shiny stones, and I kind of bend the light and have like a rainbow blast, just kind of like mess up his brain a little bit.
And as we have learned through zoology, arachnids can see in shades of colors that humans cannot.
Yeah.
So this thing is just seeing a heterochroma nightmare at the moment.
Yeah, rainbows are dangerous. Taste the rainbow.
Okay, perfect. Is that it for John and John's Pokemon?
That is it for John's and John's Pokemon.
Okay, Eric. This scorpion is looking discombobulated.
Okay. Finally.
All right, that is a hit. And, well, what's it look like when you kill this scorpion?
I split it straight down the middle.
Your ally, Sid, just barfs a little bit from the amount of goop that comes out of this creature. It has this hard carapace, but it's essentially just all goop on the inside. And she goes, "Ew, gross!" And combat ends.
Astaroth, please tell me you can put out these. Oh wait, no, combat can't be over. I still need to.
Oh, do we need to we need to figure out your guys' flame situation?
Yeah.
Just-
Okay, Eric's
Yeah, just Eric.
flame situation.
You have a DC 10 right now, Eric Thorfinn.
Oh. So Eric, just roll us a d20. Let's see. Is it going to be a 10?
Oh.
Nope. So I take 1d6. 8-4.
Okay. Oh my gosh, are we gonna see Eric die here because he's just gonna burn to death?
Burns to death.
Just stop, drop, and roll, idiot.
I am.
Buster gets out his water skin
Mm-hmm.
and will douse Eric with it.
I'm gonna say that with your water skin, that is enough to, well, make Eric not on fire anymore.
Oh.
So does that lower the DC back to 10?
I'm just gonna say that with the water, it's put out.
Okay. Okay.
Stupid things. Hardy shells.
Well, is there anything we could take off of them that might be useful to us?
Oh, DM, you want like a recall knowledge check for that?
Let me empty you all out of here. You did see that these creatures came out of what appeared to be some sort of den, but yes, I would like a recall knowledge check to see exactly what might be useful from a bunch of magma scorpions.
Oh my god.
Magma.
Also, is everyone okay? Eric?
I can use some healing.
I'm bashed up pretty bad.
Oh man, you look rough.
We should take a few minutes to collect ourselves before continuing on.
You're right.
Buster chastises Sid.
What did I do?
What do you think you're doing? Grabs her by the arm, you know how a parent grabs their kid with a bicep, kind of drags her over a couple feet away from everybody and starts saying, "You could get hurt. Don't do that again. These things mean business. Look what they did to Eric. Look what they did to Acerok, and they are our two toughest fighters. Don't do that again.
I've been training with Eric. Eric told me all the ways that I needed to be able to fight.
You're
Haven't
not
you,
ready
Eric?
yet. You're not ready yet.
No, okay, she says. But you guys get the feeling that she assumes that just means not ready yet for now.
I know, right?
Okay, we've got some checks here. Number one, I want to say, Esrok, you've rolled 2 natural 20s on recall knowledge checks.
Ooh, shit.
So, you know that these creatures have very valuable venom that could be used to make giant scorpion venom the consumable, which is very useful.
Okay, well, definitely sharing all of this.
What check would it be to harvest that venom?
Oh yeah, they used to use this back in the tribes.
What would they use it for?
To coat their weapons with. Or alcohol.
Oh, I like both of those things.
Well, the second one would probably kill any of us. Tall folk anatomy is different.
You know, before they use poison, some people would use their own shit to coat their weapons. That way, when they cut into somebody, they don't infect them with their shit.
Ill, but accurate.
It is.
Eric,
Uh,
Eric, thank you for that wonderful lesson of your culture.
Eric, why do you know that?
Look, when you're out fighting for your life, you don't have the availability to get these things alright. You make do with what you got.
All right, Eric. You don't need to cover. Please don't tell me your axe is currently covered in your shit.
No. I haven't had to do something like that in what? 6 months?
6 months. All right. I will say that is about the timeline that we met up for some of those side quests we did originally. So.
I know, right?
That's...
Wink.
All right, I'm going to sit. You can sit next to Eric. I'm gonna go over here.
well, you guys could use a if you have like like a harvesting lore skill, or you could use medicine to try to milk these stingers.
Oh, Thorfinn actually I think is good medicine. Did I give him? No, I didn't. Keep forgetting to do that.
You can do it now.
I have to change it out at the long rest. I keep forgetting to do it because I just kind of forget about Thorfinn in the morning.
Karan, can you milk these spiders for their venom? You're pretty good with medicine.
Well, I can try. I can't say I've ever tried milking a fire scorpion, but this will be
Would
interesting.
you like me to help you?
Sure, if I can appreciate the
So
help.
I will roll to provide aid.
Also, you heal 9 hit points. Or Ezra, I mean.
Thank you. There's my attempt to aid you, which is a success.
Nice.
Nice. So will it be like a +1 or?
It'll be +1.
Okay. Honestly, you probably should have done the other way around because mine is only +5.
It's okay. We didn't know. Live and learn.
Yeah, I guess. So,
Excellent. So your medicine check allows you to get the raw materials necessary to craft giant scorpion venom. You have 3 vials of raw scorpion milk.
Okay, under no
delicious.
circumstances should anyone ever drink this.
I was almost expecting you to immediately try to drink it after saying that. As a joke.
No, I get it. I'm not gonna lie, I was tempted.
I mean, Esrog did say they were good in alcohol, so.
Good to tall folk, not to us. I would not try to drink most of the things they do. They will double you over.
I went ahead and put it in our inventory just as a handmade item. I don't know if you had a particular item for it.
Thank you, Vestar.
No, that's good. And then when you guys would like to, you can let me know if you want to try to craft the giant scorpion venom. It is a very useful poison.
We need
It
a
is-
smart board for crafting. None
It's
of us are
activated
smart.
through injury.
What are you
So you have
talking
to-
about? None of us are smart. What do you?
Oh, my bad. I'm still stuck on the fact that I used charisma. My bad.
Hey, I have a +4 to crafting. All right, I'm trained in it.
I have a +8 to crafting. I can crank.
Okay, Mr. Know-it-all.
I'm incredibly intelligent, actually.
All right, then craft us some venom.
Yes, I definitely can. Just probably not right now. Does it take a while to craft? How does crafting work?
4 days.
probably need to like distill it or something, right?
Yes, you're gonna have to get some cheese cloth and run the scorpion milk through the cheesecloth to get some nice cheese curds made from the scorpion milk.
Delicious.
It is a level 6 item.
Oh my god.
Okay, wow.
We're never getting that in time.
It's a maximum duration of 6 rounds. Stage 1 is 1d10 poisoned and enfeebled 1. Stage 2, 2d10 poison damage and enfeebled 1. Stage 3, 2d10 poison and enfeebled 3. And it lasts for 3 more rounds like that.
Wow, that could kill someone very easily.
Mm-hmm. As they just...
Yeah, I will put on my list to make some poison out of that.
Hey, how do you run your poisons, by the way? Do you run them like if you don't hit, it just doesn't use it, or?
For that, I would assume it says interact poison, and let's see, does it have a duration once you code it?
I guess I ask because obviously I fire ammo, so.
How do you run it?
I don't. Yeah, I mean that's just the way I've ran it with ammo. It's just until you hit.
Oh, that's fine with me. I'm not gonna try to say, "Oh, you missed." Well, good luck. I hope you find some more magma scorpions.
Alrighty.
Anyways, you guys did notice that these creatures crawled out of a giant hole in the ground.
Before we go investigate the hole, Karan, would you be able to, I'm bleeding.
Oh, of course. Let me try. And current will treat wounds.
I will also refocus, for 10 minutes.
I'm gonna hero point that.
I'm gonna try and treat my own wounds. Oh man, I'm gonna suck at this.
Owie.
Nope, sorry.
That's okay. That's alright.
I could have. I could try to treat you since I was healed. Would you like me to, Eric?
Oh yes, please.
Somebody want a elixir of life? I've got 3.
That's a good point, actually. I have 2 minor healing potions.
I'll be fine. Don't waste your elixirs. We'll patch him up and we'll check out this den.
I think these are the ones that go away at the end of the day. from
I'll
Kieran.
take some.
Oh, well
elixirs,
then.
So
Never
I'll
mind.
take 'em.
Oh wait, pass it here. Where's the love, man?
I'll take
There's
some.
one.
I'll take some.
There's 2. I'm keeping 1.
Okay, I'm gonna use one.
There you go, Eric.
Thank you.
They're 2d6. Alright.
Alright, I'm at Matt's. Well, -1, but that's alright to focus on yourself.
Oh, give me that potion.
Take it.
The heal for 1d6.
Yeah, you can just click on it up above.
Hey.
Oh, you know what? I could also, I have life boost that is definitely not just paladin lay on hands. I can also just use.
All right, I'm good.
I'm gonna do that real quick, Orv. I think I heal in total. Double the spell's level, so it's 2, 4, 6. Oh, 2, 4, 6, 8. So I heal 8 if I just cast life boost on myself. And just sit there.
Excellent.
And I'll just refocus to get it back, and it's all okay. It won't get me up to max, but that's okay. It's close enough.
So, tell me, you guys have healed up. You saw these creatures crawl out of a hole in the ground. Do you wish to investigate in the holes, or do you leave those alone?
Alright, let's go to the hole.
Yeah, might as well investigate it, I mean, right? I mean, we're here. You know, might be something with Ragnarok, we could tell the wolves.
I doubt it, but we can go check it out, John.
I swear to God, if we hit fighting more scorpions, John, I'm looking right at you.
Listen, hey, I'm the one who got crit by the giant scorpions, and man, those things really hurt. You know, Eric, I don't envy you being on the front line all the time.
Yeah, you can say that again.
Okay.
Oh, Mr. Oh, me and my 8 crafting. At least you can craft stuff.
So I can teach you how to craft later.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
So tell me, do you go into hole 1, 2, or 3 first? And tell me
There's-
who looks into the hole.
There's 3 holes. Oh, I just see.
Mm-hmm.
I just see 2.
Wait, John, don't go far up.
Oh, sorry. I was looking around.
No, I just don't want anything to happen to you. That's all.
Aw. Thank you.
You're welcome. Now Eric's gonna go over try and look over to the hole.
Eric, where are you going?
So Eric, tell me, which hole do you go to? 1, 2, or 3?
2.
Who it is?
Okay, as you look into hole number 2, you see some interesting things. You look inside and you see that there is some cast off pieces of shell, some bones, but you also see something glittering in the light of the day.
He will attempt to reach for it.
Okay. As you reach inside the hole, you are able to pull out what was sparkling was what appeared to be a buckle on a scroll case. As you pull out this scroll case out of the hole.
He'll waver towards John, teeth grinning right at him. Guess what I got?
John runs over.
There you go.
Why was there a scroll case in a volcano hole?
Oh, some poor fellow probably died here.
Oh, well, mine now.
You would see, John, as you look into the hole, there are several bleached bones that have been cleaned free of any meat or sinew inside.
Do you want to keep any of those?
Don't have much use for what's ever down there. We can check out the other holes.
Sure.
Just to be sure.
I'm gonna peek out this scroll case though while you guys go do that.
I'm gonna go search hole number 1, Orf.
Excellent. And John, let me go ahead and give you the scroll from that case.
He's just having a field day getting all these scrolls.
yes. Paper! Hooray!
Gold is stupid. Give me the paper stuff.
Ventriloquism.
Okay, as you look into hole number, you said hole number 1?
Uh-huh.
You see that there is a ton of skeletons of what appear to be bestial creatures. You see, the bones of what appear to be some cats, some reptiles, but you see another sparkling object within.
I bet I know what this is, and he'll reach down and grab it.
You pull out a beautiful silver necklace that has been adorned with a locket.
Well, that probably.
Do you wish to look at what is inside the locket, or do you keep it closed?
You know what? I'll open it up.
Inside, you see it appears to be an artistic rendering of what appears to be a female kobold with blue scales.
No.
He will narrow his eyes, grit his teeth, and scream at the top of his fucking lungs. You bastard!
What's wrong?
Everyone looks on and like
He won't even show them the necklace. He'll just pocket it immediately. And with a huff, he'll just go to hole number 3.
I'm glad we're letting Eric do this. I'm glad we've kind of just accepted Eric as our trap finder for situations like this.
I know, right? It's like we have a ranger who's supposed to be doing this instead.
No, listen. I think it's more fun to trigger the traps. You go off, yeah.
I'll check number 3 off.
Okay, in number 3,
Not just a ranger, but also.
Oh yeah. Hello.
It is very fun this way. Inside, you see that there is many like wooden boxes and crates that have been smashed apart inside of this scorpion hole. You also see what appears to be a thick, heavy leather satchel.
As always, everyone step back. Okay? Take
wait.
10 feet, step back.
All right.
Go back. 10
Okay.
feet.
Okay.
Everyone. That includes you, Vestar. Vestarok, back. Okay. He'll immediately grab the satchel.
Okay, it jingles as you grab it out of the hole, as if it's filled with coins.
Oh god! It has my arm! It has my arm! Ah! I'm just kidding. I'll pull up the satchel.
There are 50 gold coins within it that I will now distribute to everyone.
Whoa. Finders
rich.
keepers, man. Finders
Whoa.
keepers. I found it. I deserve it. I mean, I'm the trap finder, right?
And that is the name of this game. And I should say that we are changing the setting. No, you know what? I'm not even going to start this joke. Never mind. You, obviously, being a good guy, after a little bit of raising, would distribute the coins evenly amongst everyone.
What
Yeah.
What did you find in the other hole, Eric, that made you just scream?
Nothing. Just something completely irrelevant to my personal grudge against a blue kobold. Let's go. Let's just go.
Do you want me to? Okay, is it magic?
No, it's nothing. It's nothing. We're going, John. We're going, everybody.
All right.
Just-
Is there anything else that we haven't explored yet in this area? I think we got everything.
I think that was it. Oh, that reminds me. Sid, get over here.
Oh no.
Yes, Eric. She runs over and takes a tall posture.
Don't do that again. When we fight, go for someone more easier for you to hit. Someone at your equal footing. These things, as he puts his foot on the carcass of the magma scorpion, too overwhelming. They could have killed you in a single blow. Don't want that.
I don't know. I think I could have taken him.
Say
You
that
guys
again,
look like you could have taken him, so why not me?
because unlike us, you'll fall in a single hit.
She looks a little stubborn, as if she's thinking, I could fell you in a single hit. But she doesn't say it out loud because she doesn't want to get punched.
Alright, good. Alright. We get the sled ready, right? You guys ready to head out?
Yes, I'm good.
John,
Mm?
how long will your weasel stay with us?
The weasel looks to you. His eyes are dead inside. He is a weasel summoned from nothingness, and nothingness he shall return.
Wait, so what you're saying is we can punt this weasel, right?
If you want to. I don't know why you seek to harm a tiny-sized animal in such a way, but if you really wanted to, I guess.
How often do you get to say you punt a weasel over Magma? Come on.
If you want to, sure, I should go for it. I guess.
Okay. Weasel, get over here. I grabbed the weasel and we ran to the edge.
Weasel!
Weasel.
You know what? I'm not doing that. That's animal cruelty.
I mean, listen, it's a really an animal? Who knows? But he disappears after I think 1 minute. He's not along for very long. Let me double. Either way, I think he's gone. Yeah, sustained up to 1 minute, so he disappears after 1 minute. He returns to nothingness.
That's kind of a shame.
We have Thorfinn. Thorfinn is better than a weasel.
I agree.
Yes.
But what's better than just Thorfinn? Thorfinn and a weasel.
That's true. You can have two.
Mm-hmm.
Say, what kind of animal is Thorfinn anyway?
I don't know. I guess he's some kind of cat creature with the unicorn horn and wings.
I don't know.
No, I mean, I didn't really make him. Well, I
What if
did,
he-
but...
What if he grows up to be a soul-devouring monster?
Thorfinn looks to you. His eyes sparkle. They get really big.
We get a cut-through shot of Thorfinn, but he's 80 feet tall, smashing buildings and stepping on people. Thorfinn.
Then he will be the cutest soul-devouring creature I have ever met.
Thorfinn. I don't know why you only can say his name. I've been compromised by my
Your
years of
Pokemon?
watching
He's
Pokemon.
Yeah, he's a Pokemon.
He is. Oh man, if you find a rainbow stone, write this down. It will make him evolve.
Alright, are we ready to head out and get going? How many days left do we have on our little journey?
We spent 3. We rested, woke up, and we came here. Right?
Yeah.
Technically, it has been 2 days.
Wait, I thought we went through 3 days.
You left the tower. Your first day encounter was the fire exploding. Your second day has been spent pretty much traveling, and then at the end of the day, you had an encounter with these magma scorpions.
So we're probably getting ready to set up camp for the night.
Mm-hmm.
So we can camp here. Well, I mean,
Be warm. But I don't
No.
really want to trust all the scorpions.
And I feel like something might be attracted to this goo. Who knows who eats what in this lands.
Who knows who eats goo?
I think it's best we try to find a wooded area. Maybe. I don't really know. I'm not a survival guy.
Let's just
Alright.
pull away a little bit.
Vestar, Vestarok, come on, we'll find some woods. We'll rest for the evening. John, John and Sid, hop on the sled. I'll be pulling.
Oh, with pleasure.
Are off, you two.
Fine. I'm sorry I've been keeping quiet. I don't want to make my experience cut into your all's drive and vigor. Your group reminds me of me in my first few dozen raids.
We need to get you to a doctor. Just want to put that out there again. That I think you're dying. Still.
Well, we are all dying. Just how fast we go to Lady Hell is something else.
I mean, don't you want to die in battle for a Valkyrie? Is that the religion?
Yes. To join my brothers and sisters in the halls of the slain is the goal. No. the life. That's the life fulfillment of all raiders.
Well, let's try to get you a doctor so you don't just cull over and die, so you can go die fighting someone.
Okay. And he'll get onto the sled.
Would Horolf benefit from a heal spell at all?
Technically, he's not missing any hit points. He just has this giant chest wound.
Yeah, I can't do anything about that. Okay.
And I think we go.
Excellent. All right. Well, you guys can head off into the yonder to find yourself a safer place to rest, especially with all of these crazy scorpions and other beasties that seem to exist here in this land of the fanged sands. You quickly find yourselves a place to bed down, and I need to take us back to the fanged sands Mapperuna. That is far away from any scorpion holes. You find another small respite of vegetation. Not quite the woods that you stayed in the first night, but enough to where you feel that some scorpions aren't just going to burst out of the ground and try to gobble you up in your sleep.
We are so far away. Are we actually here, or did our pin get to move?
Your pen does get to move a little bit.
All right, 10 more days of traveling, right, guys?
Cow.
Yep, 10 more days. Oh, little. Oh,
Holy
oh
shit.
Oh,
man. I'm so excited.
so happy.
It wasn't wanting to move. There we go. Because you've moved another 20 miles.
I think Sid will have plenty of time to learn how to use a sword properly.
You're right. Sid, come here. We're fighting again.
This time, no cheap tricks. I'm gonna show
You're
you some
right.
techniques I learned in Kansas. And she holds up the sword like a baseball bat.
She'll get you with
You're
that
right.
Kenzie
From now on,
Kenzie
no more cheap tricks. Everything comes from the front. I'm gonna punch you. I punch her.
Yeah, she doesn't. She can't even dodge because she's a 13-year-old girl who with no combat experience. And she spits out some teeth.
Oh, God. You're gonna let them losing more teeth during Sojourn. They don't regrow fast at all. Come on.
There's still her baby teeth. There's still her baby teeth. It's okay.
At 13?
I don't know.
What is
Who
this?
fucking knows, dude?
I
Is
just
there a
want to say,
spell to help regrow
If
teeth?
you want an easy night, I'll take watch with you some night, Sid, and I'll teach you how to use a crossbow.
fine. Eric, just keep punching me right in the mouth.
You have to learn to dodge. And she doesn't need a crossbow, Esseron. If she wants to fight, she fights like a warrior, up close.
I am a warrior, you.
Well, you know what I meant. I of course you're a warrior, but look at her. She's 13 years. I'm sorry.
I
okay?
am a warrior,
I'm sorry.
and I'll put a bolt between your nuts if you draw me here.
Oh, is that a challenge?
Stand 50 yards away and we'll see.
What's wrong? Can't hit me 5 feet closer? Huh?
No, the distance makes it harder, you idiot.
Oh. Wait, so if I stand back 65 feet, does that still work?
Yeah. Hold still.
Eric's running away. He's like, no, 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 no.
And I'm gonna just aim it, but not ever fire it. Just wait and see how long he runs.
You've seen him hunt things. He doesn't want to get that arrow in the nuts.
Oh, he's still going.
Sid picks up all of her teeth and she walks over to Vestar and she says, do you think
No,
that
I
it's...
can't heal those.
What should I do with my teeth?
Give them to me.
Nowhere.
Vestar would shrug and kind of go, yeah, give him the cure.
So
There's
she
so
hands
much
you
stuff.
a handful of her teeth that have been knocked out.
Thanks.
It was a small punch. I didn't mean to break her jaw or just knock teeth out. Like little, I mean, oh man, I feel bad now.
Okay, one,
Here's the
2,
question: How
4,
many children
6.
have you punched, Carsafona?
None.
Oh, okay. I see. You're not experienced.
What the
Those-
hell does that even? What? You know what? SRL trained her. I feel so bad now emotionally.
Oh, I shouldn't say that I've punched a lot of kids, but in my high school wrestling team, people started losing teeth like it was going out of style because they didn't wear mouth guards. It
Yeah,
is
let's-
surprisingly easy to lose your teeth.
Let's get her some mouth guard, and we can then you can punch her punch her in the face.
Mhm.
But Sid, how about instead of training for tonight, we do like off days? So instead of training with Eric or Esrog tonight, we can work on some school stuff. Obviously, I don't know what grade you would be in. Are you at elementary school, middle school?
Oh, I stopped going when I was in 6th grade when my grandparents died.
That's crazy. So here is the coursework we're going to be working on for the rest of the trip, and he doesn't offer you how to use his materials, which is going to start outlining a lesson plan for her.
Ah. She's like, man, now I have to do all this nerd stuff. All right. And she says, do you think this will work? And she takes one of her teeth that got knocked out and she starts trying to push it back in.
I stop her and just grab her arm and lower it and go, no, it won't.
All right, okay. It's. I don't think I need it anyways.
Is there a magic spell that would heal that?
Heel teeth.
I'm not sure if there's like a regenerate.
That's like the only thing I could think of, and that's a ways away.
Oh my gosh. Oh, it literally says regrow organs and reattach body parts like teeth.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Spell level 7 though, so.
I'm gonna say that with a heal spell, you could return her teeth to their rightful place in her mouth.
Okay. Out of mercy, Fester will heal Sid's mouth.
I'm surprised they have a spell for that sort of thing. But you know what? It's Pathfinder.
You know, it's at this point, Raider Society. I feel like losing teeth is so common. I feel like clerics are kind of like that's like a regular treatment they do at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. That spell can regrow limbs, right?
Regenerate can.
I can get back my fucking toe.
You
Yeah.
can.
One day.
Vestar,
One
you
day.
will learn that spell.
Someday. Oh yeah, I'll get it. Just someday.
What's gonna be funny? Like Vestar returns your toe, and then you're just gonna hear a well.
That's just keeping him away.
You're just waiting in the shadows to get another bite of that toe. Excellent. All right, everyone. Well, if you are okay with it, we can say that the night passes, and you are all able to recover anything that you would recover with a rest, and you can set off at 8 in the morning. You don't have any strange dreams. Nothing comes to attack you in the evening, in the night. Sid does not report that she had any weird dreams or anything along those lines. She had a normal night of sleep. Rolf wakes up. He does not wake up dead or anything along those lines. He's still on the mend, I think would be the best way to put it.
Alrighty.
Excellent.
I do have to bounce.
Absolutely.
But it was
So,
really fun.
yeah, and I was going to say this is perfect time for us to pause here. I want to thank you guys for playing. I take it as a huge compliment to me that you guys choose to spend a lot of time with me playing a tabletop role-playing game, especially one as kooky and crazy as this. I am having a blast. I know that we have this grim side to the game, and we have this more levity side to the game, and I enjoy it greatly. So, I will post up in the Discord server for our next game. I believe I already have that in announcements about the 22nd. just let me know if that works. And we'll go from there. Does anyone have any final announcements or things to let the group know?
I will be running a one-shot, probably next month on this server.
Awesome.
Ooh.
It will be a 5e game. It is part of the Steinhardt's Guide to the Eldritch Hunt. It is Eldritch Horror, Madness, and it is Bloodborne inspired.
Bloodborne is
That's
my
super
favorite
cool.
game. I definitely will be signing up for that if it's if time good for me. So I'm excited.
All right.
Excellent. And I guess I have an announcement. Next Friday, my Rhyme crew is not meeting, so I think I'm going to try to get a one-shot together before next Friday, and I'll post about it to see what people want to do. Because one person I thought that was going to be there, they're going on a date with their husband. Can you believe that? Going on a date
Adorable.
during D&D night?
Damn.
Gross.